Hi, my name is ISKANDAR. Today I will talk about the nature of industry. Okay, market structure can be divided into five: form size, industry concentration, technology, demand and market condition, and also potential for entry. Next, refers to the factor. Market structure refers to factors such as the number of firms that compete in a market, the relative size of firms, how there are a lot of big firms and just some small firms, and just small ones. The potential for that concentration again having to do with like either the firm industry having increasing, decreasing, or constant return of scale, demand condition. So how elastic is demand with respect to how elasticity of the entire of industry. Then about how the elasticity tends to be less or for general products versus like individual firms product, and the ease with which firms can enter or exit an industry. Next, the major structural variables that affect managerial decision. The first thing about is the firm size. There are big differences in the size of each industry largest firm. The relative position of a large firm can change over time. Changes in the competitor strategy or changes in market condition can change a firm's relative position within an industry or potentially change the viability of the industry itself. The larger firms of any particular industry will vary the respect to the industry, and that will change the respect to our condition in the market. Okay, next the technology. Market structure is also informed by the technologies used to produce goods and services. Some industries are very labor intensive, require much more labor to produce goods and services. So as far as like the long run model that help to get the condition of optimal input make solution that will minimize the cost of producing a targeted level of output. Other industries are very capital intensive, requiring a large investment in plant, equipment and machine to be able to produce goods and services, so labor-intensive and techniques ones. Next, the number 4 is the demand and market condition. Industry also differ with regards to the underlying demand and market condition. In industries with relatively low demand, the market may be able to sustain only by a few firms. In industry where demand is great, the market may require many firms to produce the quantity demand. The information accessible to consumer also tends to vary across market. So the less competition, the less competitive the industry will be. So the optimal decision of managers will vary depending on the amount of information available in the market. Information plays a huge role in oligopolies. Lastly, the elasticity for demand for product tends to vary from industry to industry. The demand for a specific product depends on the number of close substitutes available for the products. Lastly, the potential for entry into an industry. The various factor can create a barrier entry, making it difficult for others firms to enter an industry into capital requirement, patents, and also economic scale. Okay, next, the conduct about how firms behave as far as pricing major activity. Um, so in addition to structural differences across industry, the conduct or behavior of firms also tends to differ across industry. Some industries charge higher markups than other industry. Some industries are more sustainable to merge or tax over than others. Uh, like we can see, the lender index is given by L equal P minus MC over P. P stand for price and MC stand for the marginal cost. Okay, secondly, integration and merger activity. Integration refers to uniting productive resources. Merger can result from an attempt by firms to reduce transaction costs, reap the benefit of economies of scale and scope, increase market power edge. Lastly, R&D and advertising. One way firms gain a technological advantage is by engaging in research and development and then obtaining a patent for the technology developed through R&D. Okay, as the conclusion, modern approach to studying industry involves examining the interrelationship between structure, conduct, and performance. The learner index measures the degree to which firms can mark up price above marginal cost. It is a measure of a firm's market power. Industrial performance is measured by industry profitability and also social welfare. That's all from me. Thank you.